What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Sanchez405 coming at you. It's on the Warpath. Welcome back to the channel. If you are new, make sure you click the subscribe button. Hit that like button for me. Share this out. Make sure you hit the bell as well so you get notifications. And family, y'all already know how we do it as well. Like I said, like, share it out, and comment. Tell me what you're thinking. Hit a milestone. Once again, we've hit a lot of milestones this summer. We are on the pathway. We are less than 100 away from the 1K mark. And that could not have been done. Not by what I do here, but what you all have done. The support, the criticisms, the love, everything. The likes, the dislikes. It don't matter. All of that has helped us get to this point right here. And it is because of you that I am so gracious that you all have invited me onto your cell phones, your TVs, your computer screen, just for a little bit to see everything that you all have done. I appreciate it over the last 4 years, and hoping to get this train chugging a little bit more into the 1K and some other things. And don't forget, I will be doing a giveaway. It will be a gift card to the NFL shop. That is official. And make sure that you are following me on Instagram as well at Sanchez405. So that way I can communicate with you if you are the winner of it. So, because I don't know of any direct messaging here on YouTube. But anyway, something else I have neglected for a while. It is the Who Is series. It is the finale of the Who Is series. We are talking about the defensive backs coach, Chris Harris. A graduate of Louisiana Monroe in the early 2000s, was there from 01 to 04. He was drafted in 05 by, guess who? Head coach Ron Rivera, who was the defense coordinator for the Bears at the time under Lovie Smith. He was a 6th-round pick, 181st overall in that draft. Same draft as Thomas Davis. And it was just Thomas Davis for us, right? And then he started at safety and started his rookie season, and then a year later, he was starting in the Super Bowl. He picked off Peyton Manning, although that was null and void, as the Colts did win that Super Bowl. Moved on, was traded to the Panthers in 07, had 110 tackles with John Fox and company out there. Led the league in forced fumbles in 2007 there. And then he was traded back to the Bears, where he had a career high in 2010. So he was there in Carolina from 07 to 09. And then from 2010 to 11, he was back in back in Chicago, where he had 5 interceptions and was a second-team All-Pro. I think they gave everybody a second-team All-Pro if he actually did something during that time. And I believe that was in 2010. He was the first player to intercept Michael Vick in that 2010 season where he went off. Yes, that one where that same season where Albert Hainsworth just laid on the ground when he could have sacked Michael Vick. But, yeah, we don't talk about those Monday night massacres to the Eagles, right? Then he was cut in October 2011. Detroit claimed on waivers for the rest of the season. Jacksonville cut him in November. And he retired into the 2013 season. He did come back in 2013, and he became a coaching assistant under Tressman for the Bears. So he's been in Chicago 3 trips with the Bears as a quality control coach. And ironically enough, his head coach in Carolina fired him and did not retain him when he became the head coach of the Bears, John Fox. And then from 16, so he's out of the league from in 2015. So in 16 to 19, he was with the San Diego Superchargers, Los Angeles Superchargers, wherever you want to call them, as assistant DB coach. And he helped develop Derwin James. He was an All-Pro and a Pro Bowl starter as a rookie. First Chargers rookie to record 100 tackles. Also worked with Desmond King in 2018 as well, who was second team All-Pro. And in 17 here, so we're going back in time, right? This team was 4th in the league in interceptions, with 14 of them by the DBs, 18 overall. and they didn't allow a 100-yard receiver through the first 16 games of the season. Casey Hayward made it to a Pro Bowl 2016, led the NFL in INTs as well. Hayward made it to the Pro Bowl as well in that season. So he's not just a cornerback coach, he's a defensive back coach, and they have talked about it. It's not about making these guys a corner or a safety or whatever. It's about making them a defensive back. He did say that in his interview. He will be assisted by Brent Veislmeyer, who will be the Nichols coach. He is a disciple of Jack Del Rio. He was there those years in Oakland with him from 15 to 18, and he's going to help with the safeties as well too there with Richard Rodgers, who is a disciple of Ron Rivera. I believe they were college teammates at Cal as well. Richard Rodgers, whose son is a tight end on the team right now, and don't know if he's going to make it, but either way, he was in the AFL for 4 seasons. He was a wide receiver, a linebacker, and DB back. He was in the college ranks from 1989 to 2011 as well too. And then in 2012, Ron Rivera called him become a special teams assistant coach, and he's been the special teams coach, assistant DB safety, secondary safeties coach, all that. Graham Gano, he's worked with, had a Pro Bowl there. Brent Nortman, J.J. Jensen, they were all Pro Bowlers for his special teams. He's worked with Kurt Coleman, Josh Norman, and James Bradbury, who's now in New York, and Deontay Jackson, Trey Boston, Eric Reed, just to name a few. That they have all worked with. And it's very interesting. I was reading an article in The Athletic where they talked about, and this is from Rhiannon Walker, in 13 of her questions that she had going into the final weeks of training camp. This was a week or two ago. And they did ask, what kind of coverage scheme will the secondary use? Because Chris Harris, although he has worked with Ron Rivera, played under Ron Rivera, they ran a lot of cover 3 to great success in with the Chargers, and that was under Gus Bradley and all that good stuff. And then Del Rio, he does the man coverage. He'll have a cover 1 sometimes with a single high safety. So what does that look like? Is that a Troy Apke? Is that Sean Davis who'll be doing that? You bring Landon closer to work almost like a 4th linebacker there, or 3rd, depending on what kind of coverage you're showing there. And then Rivera likes to do the zone coverage. So Rich Rodgers. So there's a lot of minds there in that secondary. So I know that the secondary, we've said this has been the weakest link so far on this defense. But you got a lot of minds there. You've got a lot of heads in the bucket there. And I think they realized that this was probably going to be a struggle to manage. You bring Kendall Fuller in. You do have Ronald Darby, who gets burnt worse than my morning toast. You do have Fabian Moreau, who's going to be on the outside. You've got Jimmy Moreland, who's rising up and coming as far as corners go. And like we said, with the safeties there, we just don't know. Is DeShazer Everett going to play a part as a backup? Or is he done? He survived a lot of cuts, and he actually wore a captain's badge. So, I always say this. We will see. We don't know what's going to happen here with this team, but the secondary, I think, is in good hands. I like the fact that Chris Harris was saying that, you know what? Defensive backs, that's what they are. It doesn't matter. You're not a safety. You're not a corner. And he even said it's going to be a scheme where guys are up there getting their hands on receivers, and they'll have various techniques that they'll use. So that's good there. I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing it. I think we'll see an aggressive secondary that will fit the mantra of this defensive coordinator and this head coach, and your veteran in your NFL veteran there, and Chris Harris, and then your veteran coaches and Richard Rodgers as well. So, and I don't really know what Veislmeyer will bring to that, but he is a Del Rio disciple. So we'll see going forward. I'm looking forward to seeing them, but I had to get this video out of the way. I know it's not really conducive to what what's going on now, but I needed to preview him. It was the only right thing to do. I know some folks wanted me to do Jennifer King. She's a great story, and I believe she's working with Randy Jordan. That's a no for me, dog. Right? Not Jackson, but Jordan. And the running backs, I do believe there. So great story there. Dartmouth College, she worked at before. She's interning now for a year. So that's awesome there. So I want to touch base on her as well, so I didn't forget her. But yeah, tell me what you're thinking. Don't forget to subscribe. I love you guys so much. I appreciate everything you're doing for the channel. Let's get to this 1,000. As I always say, I'm Sanchez 405. I love you guys. Love, peace, and hell. I'll be talking to you real soon. I'm out.